All right, so we're in here. I'm the Sharky Shane. This is Trump and G, of course, and this is the problem with DeShaun Watson. And as you already know, DeShaun Watson is uber talented. He's one of the best quarterbacks in the league, and he led Clemson to two NCAA championship games and one title against basically a semi-pro Alabama Crimson Tide team, and they were phenomenal. He helped turn that program around. He's done a great job for the Houston Texans. And then things sort of went awry when he went out of Houston. When the Texans weren't winning, next thing you know, all these claims about sexual assault came out about DeShaun Watson. He left. I think he signed with the Cleveland Browns like a record contract, some guaranteed, huge amount of money that was guaranteed. He was suspended when he first started there because of all the sexual assault claims, which I won't get into. So he got off to a slow start. Then he got hurt second year. So I think this is like his third year. And they're not very good. And a lot of it's going to be blamed on DeShaun Watson. He's the quarterback. And one of the problems with DeShaun is that he wasn't really the focal point in Houston. He was a great player, but it wasn't all on him. Now it's all on him. He's the focal point. When they lose, it's always his fault. And so they lost their skins today, which is not going to go well with that Cleveland fan base. He got shellacked 34-13. I think they put Jameis Winston in late. And Jameis Winston can play, but he's a goofball. He's uber talented too. He's just a goofball. That's why he's not in Tampa Bay or with the New Orleans Saints. But he's uber talented. And very accurate. DeShaun Watson's very accurate, highly athletic. And they got shellacked today. And the problem is that they have no running game. It's the biggest problem in Cleveland. Here are the stats. DeShaun Watson was 15-28, 125 yards, 4.5 yards average per pass, one touchdown. Jaden Daniels for the Skins was 14-25, 238 yards, 9.5 yards per pass, one touchdown, one interception. He had an 85.1% passer rating. DeShaun Watson had a 77.2% passer rating. Cleveland carried the ball 23 times, 23 rushing plays, 104 yards, 4.5 yards per carry, while the Skins had 34 rushing plays, 215 yards and 6.3 yards per carry. So the thing about the Skins is that Jaden Daniels doing a great job, but the Skins, not only do they commit to the run, but they run the ball extremely well. And that's a young quarterback's best friend. They don't have that for DeShaun Watson in Cleveland. There's no more Hunt. There's no more Nick Chubb. With Nick Chubb and Hunt there and give those guys the ball 15 times apiece, that's 30 carries, and you're going to get over 150 yards a game, 200 yards a game with those two guys back there. They average 4.5 yards per pass. That's like a running play. You're not throwing the ball down the field. There's no vertical passing game because there's no running game. And DeShaun Watson out there running for his life. Cleveland's not fooling anybody. They don't run the ball and they can't run it. And people are keen on DeShaun Watson. 4.5 yards per carry. That's okay. 23 rushing carries and 28 passes. That's not enough. They need to run the ball and they need to play smash mouth football, which they're not doing. And it's hurting DeShaun Watson. They're not fooling anybody. They either don't want to or can't matriculate the ball down the field. And nobody's fooled by the Cleveland Browns. The whole offense is give the ball to DeShaun, watch him run around for like 5 or 6 seconds and try to make a play. More like backyard football. It's not going to work. And it's not DeShaun's fault. He doesn't have the pieces around him to help him be successful. They're too predictable. They don't have the offensive line that's good enough where they know you're going to throw the ball and you need to throw the ball. And the defense can pin his ears back and rush the quarterback and keep the defense off of DeShaun. They're too predictable. The defense knows it, and they don't have the offensive line that can protect them or be that predictable. They have to run the ball and knock guys off the ball and play behind the running game, play action, and the vertical passing game. But without a running game, it's not going to work. DeShaun Watson can't do it by himself. It's a bad position to put him in, have him out there running for his life. But he's going to get in trouble for it. He's going to be criticized roundly in Cleveland for it. He may even get benched before the end of the season. That's Trump and G. Thank you.